The wait is over. A revolution in LED lighting for your pinball is finally here. Fully customizable, full spectrum lighting from Pin Stadium Lights. Order yours now at pinstadium.com.
You hit it off with the bumper, now straight down the middle again. You had a fling with a slingshot, you're rolling out the alley again. I tried to cradle you with my flipper, it was all in vain.
Hey guys, thanks for clicking on the video. This is another straight down the middle pinball show top 10.
This is Zach. This is Greg.
Is it? You never do that. Nice job. I like that.
Throw it in
This is
there.
Zach. This is Greg.
Sometimes you forget.
All right, so we're going to do a top 10 list. What are we doing it on this week, buddy?
We're doing top 10 magnets.
Magnets, yeah. My favorite part of pinball machines. I love magnets.
Best
in
use
pinball.
of magnets.
What about you? Like magnets in pinball?
Yeah, look, man. I mean, that's a game changer.
A game changer.
Game changer, man.
Well, a game changer. All right, but before we do that, we want to thank our sponsors.
Yeah.
Did you hear that? It's plural.
Sponsors.
It's plural. Yeah. So we got Flippin' Out Pinball, home of Chicago Gaming Company Distribution.
American Pinball.
Thank you. American Pinball Houdini. We've got Jersey Jack.
Fantastic.
You need to get it dialed in.
I can't afford one, but I want one.
You can afford one. You just don't want to buy one. It's too tight. Too much.
I'd have to sell all my games.
Yeah, I know. I want one bad, though. I want a Houdini, too.
I want Houdini. I want them both.
So check out Flippin' Out Pinball. Larry over there is the nicest fella around.
Very true.
Check out his coin doors.
Yes.
Check out his Hobbit mods.
Oh, fantastic.
Check out
Love that ring.
Escaleras.
Yes.
We kept calling them Escalaras. They're Escaleras.
That's probably my
Escaleras,
bad.
the stair climbing
I have a hard time with
hand
English.
truck. That's right. Check him out, as well as our newest sponsor, Pin Stadium Lights.
Yes.
Pin Stadium Lights are one of the coolest modifications you can add to any pinball machine.
Best bang for the buck I think you can get, honestly.
So many pinball machines are kind of dark, even the newer stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Even the newer stuff is kind of dark because there's not enough LEDs.
Yep.
What Pin Stadium lighting does is lights up the entire sides with all different kinds of
Completely
options.
controllable and customizable.
App integrated.
On brightness, colors,
Flashers.
flashers,
Oh
UV.
my gosh. Check out pinstadium.com for that. We are so happy to be working with Pin Stadium.
It's because it's a freaking awesome product.
Heck yeah, and I'm going to be installing that bad boy.
Yeah.
If I haven't done so already on the
Shadow.
Shadow.
Yeah.
On Shadow. Let's get into top 10. Number 10.
Dun, dun, dun.
Number 10. Best use of magnet in a pinball machine is X-Men.
Yes,
You
Magneto.
wouldn't even think of that, would you? X-Men.
No, you
so,
wouldn't.
So the Magneto magnet locks the ball during multi-ball, and it drops out, I think, 4 other balls, and they link together because of the...
Magnetism.
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 We're like Bill Nye now.
Dun,
The magnetism, and it's just cool to see all 5 metal ball bearings just held together
Yeah, it's freaking awesome, man.
by a force that cannot be explained.
Which is Magneto. The force that is Magneto.
Right? I love it. So, X-Men, number 10.
Yeah.
Dude,
Freaking
it's-
awesome integration
It's
of it.
really cool.
They said it's kind of hard to get any better than that. Freaking
Is it?
awesome.
We've got 9 other ones.
Yeah, but that one's awesome.
Number 9, Theater of Magic, the trunk magnet. What's really cool about the trunk magnet is you go for the trunk and you hit it, and it's literally suspending the ball
Yeah,
on the
trunk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
vertical. Well, that's cool, and then
yeah.
it turns around and it's gone.
Yeah,
I
I like
love
it.
that. I
magic.
love that. And they use some other cool magnets in that game.
They do.
I call it the halo magnet, where it sucks it up and kind of diverts it.
Yeah,
to
but I like
different
that trunk the best out of on that game. I think
It's really cool.
freaking awesome.
All right, number 8, Lord of the Rings.
That's pretty damn awesome.
Jackpot 1! Every time
Yeah.
I think of Lord of the Rings, I gotta think of that. So it's the ring, right up the middle center ramp shot. You start your modes with it. But what is so cool about the magnet use, it's a magnet core.
Yep.
So it makes the ball hover.
Yeah,
Right on
levitates
the-
it.
Oh,
It's pretty sick.
it's just beautiful.
Unless you get 2
looking.
balls stuck in there.
I've never got 2 balls.
Never got 2 balls? Don't 2 balls get stuck in there sometimes?
think
I
so.
thought 2 balls would get hung up in there
No,
sometimes.
not that I've seen. Not that I've seen. But it hovers, and then especially Destroy the Ring, it hovers, and you've got to, it represents Gollum, and you have to hit it again
To get it
knock it out. Oh, man, Lord of the Rings. I miss my Lord of the Rings. Should I get another one?
I would.
It's really good.
I've thought about picking one up.
Man, it's really good.
But I'm not ready to get rid of Ghostbusters
My good
yet.
buddy next door's got one, so I can always play one.
Yeah, see? I don't have any pin friends. Well, I do have a lot of pin friends. Really good collections.
Yeah, you've got everybody around here.
But I want somebody next door. Like, go down, I just throw on my robe and walk down and play pinball just like I'm at home. That's what I want. I want a next door neighbor with...
I'm sure Larry wouldn't care if you
just come in a robe.
Yeah.
Hey Larry, I'm coming to your house in my robe next time. Wearing my house shoes and everything.
We need to go over to his house too.
I agree.
Okay, number 7, Pinball Magic. So what?
Now this I'm not familiar with.
You have to have magnets in a Magic game, right?
Yeah.
So there's this this lady's hand. It's kind of ugly looking, but she's holding a magic wand, and it's like a diverter where it throws the ball. But what's cool about it is it has a magnet under the wand.
Okay.
And when it comes out, it rolls under the
under the wand.
Yeah.
So as the wand moves, the ball's coming underneath. They're not attached. The wand.
No, the wand moves like this, and the ball travels under.
Wow, that's pretty damn cool.
It's really cool. I like
that's
that.
Another
That's a
neat
cool
thing
game.
you could throw in Harry Potter if Harry Potter ever comes out.
Oh man, they should.
Again, another call for Harry Potter.
I've always wanted a Pinball Magic, but I don't know how deep it is.
I've never even
It's very
seen one.
Toy heavy.
Really?
Yeah,
But look at Theater of Magic, and that's still fantastic. It's toy heavy.
So we'll get to more magic
Dun,
as
dun,
we
dun.
get closer to the top. All right, number 6, Twilight Zone, the power
Up on that little play field.
Yeah, you control the ball by use of 2 magnets.
Yes.
Right? That is really cool.
And it's pretty tough to do, really.
And the call-out's great once you hit that.
Yeah.
Up there. But yeah, it is.
I like it.
It is controlled very well too.
It is very, yeah. It's not as
It's not random. Like
No,
if you
yeah.
get it, like you can almost visualize those cores.
Yes.
And you're like, I got to get it right there. And
Yeah,
then swoop
control
it
is a lot better than what you think that it would be on something like that, especially for the age of the game.
And for Twilight Zone, we got to throw in the other magnets around the orbit because you can have it speeds up the shots.
Yeah.
So you can have like a dinky little shot to the right orbit, and it'll pick it up and
What you need on a wide body.
That's right. It'll throw it around there.
Dun, dun.
So that was number 6. Number 5 is Getaway. It is so hard not to appreciate the magnets in that supercharger on Getaway.
Very much so.
The thing is a race car. Bam, 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 bam. And you get about 2 or 3 going up there.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Woo.
I enjoy it.
I love.
Which I made our top 10 toys, didn't it?
That's right.
On there.
I had one for a little bit, and when new people, non-pinball people, would come over to play, I'm such a nerd. They wouldn't get the supercharger. It's a left ramp, but they wouldn't get it. And I'd be like, play a game just because I want you to see this.
Yeah.
And then when they see it, they're like, oh wow, oh my gosh, that thing is really.
I don't like the game other than Supercharger. And like I said, like the very first time I played it, it took me by surprise.
I think I might agree
hitting
with that.
around there.
We
Yeah.
might agree on that.
That's the only thing.
Yeah,
It's odd. Hey, we agreed. That never happens.
Dude, nice job. So that was number 5, Getaway, supercharger. Number 4, the Shadow Nose.
Oh, one of the best in pinball.
Right.
For sure.
It locks when you're locking the ball. It stops it on a magnet that's not visible. It's underneath the playfield, and it burns the hell out of them a lot of times. But then the lights flicker, and then it pulls it back a little bit, and
that's what I like. Like if it would have just simply been like just a shoot off, but the fact that it almost just a little drawback out like it. Oh my god!
And you know what I heard? I heard Dialed In does that now in the theater.
Oh
you
really?
Can set it. You can set it in the theater.
Oh.
The Quantum City Theater.
Yeah.
Where it locks and then it
goes off.
Yeah.
See, that's
cool.
one of the things that I like about magnets is I like something that takes me by surprise.
Exactly.
Like something that I'm not expecting. I don't see it there because that's the purpose of your magnets being under your playfield is
unpredictable.
Unpredictable. Like you want it to do something weird because you can't see that magnet. You might know where it is eventually, but I want something that takes me by surprise, and that's something like what the shadow does and different things. That's the lure of the magnets.
I find myself that's probably one feature in pinball that I always am looking forward to is the use of magnets.
Yeah. Agreed.
Even on like The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
You have a couple magnets and they're cool just because it's unpredictable and it's fun.
Yeah.
Now speaking of unpredictable, number 3. Haters Gonna Hate, Greg.
Yeah, this one. This is when we were making the list. I was like, man, I really wonder whether Zach's going to have this on his because I feel like you can't talk about magnets without it. But
it's Ghostbusters.
Yes.
Premium LE, the use of magnet sling. So instead of using the coils firing your slingshots, there are magnet cores under there.
Yes.
And they are very random.
And I don't necessarily like them being used
I don't like the feel
sling.
of them as playing.
Yes. But when it does do random weird shit to it, it's fantastic because it's Ghost. It's
And
Ghostbusters.
Awesome. It'll juggle them between the slings, and then it'll like loop them in a circle and throw it up the playfield.
It's perfect.
The problem is a lot of times it goes loopy loop and throws it right down the middle.
Yeah, which I think.
But still, it doesn't matter.
No,
it's still a great use of magnet.
It really is.
That hasn't been done before.
No, and hopefully if they ever try it again, it's improved.
Yeah, that's why it's number 3. I'd like to see it somewhere else. That type of action, but somewhere else.
Somewhere, where it's not so detrimental. Like if you would have taken like Rob Zombie, how they put those slings up top.
Yeah.
And if you were to do something,
magnets there. That's a great idea.
Exactly. Like if you were to do something up top like that, so that it's not so damn detrimental that it's just going to cause your game.
It could be the living
fail.
dead girl magnets.
Because there's already enough that goes wrong in Ghostbusters. Just drain your damn ball or throw it to the outsling. So the last thing you need is one more mechanism just screwing your damn game
I heard you love when the ball comes out of the pops right down the middle.
You know, mine doesn't happen that bad.
Mine don't either.
Not at all. You know what I get is, I mean, it's like a lot of games, but the trajectory off of that sling sometimes, it just literally throws it straight down those outlines.
I hate that.
That's the one that pisses me off more.
But that's slingshot.
Yeah, that wire you cannot. There's no nudging because it's just all wire and there's nothing there. There's no rubber. There's nothing to bounce it out. Like it. You would still think metal on freaking metal would bounce, but that damn thing, I'd beat the hell out of the machine. Don't get it.
But don't. You're not going to get the little rubber save.
No, hell no.
That's what it is.
I play a game the way it's intended.
That's what it is. Okay. Carrot flippers. If you guys have carrot flippers on Ghostbusters, just stop.
But you know what? I'm going to tell you this. Sorry that we're kind of off track here with this. I will tell you what, though. If I wasn't on carpet and I couldn't, I mean, I have to. I got freaking like tendon problems in my elbow from beating the hell out of that machine. I'm not going to lie to you because you have to.
You have to move.
You have to move that machine. That's the only bad thing. Is I think that the game is very playable. I actually don't mind the flipper gap, but you have got to be accustomed to moving that machine because it's. To me, I mean, that's why I don't hate it, because it's actually become a part of the game, knowing that I've got to move the machine.
You got to move it.
It's just part of it. So.
No, I'm not death saving it. I'm pretty strong with it. But
yeah. No, I don't do that.
That's number 3. It's got to be there, guys. I know it's tough on that game, but you got to.
And number 2, number 1, like most of ours, this is kind of back and forth. I think so, man. I love this number 2, but I will agree with number 1.
Okay. Number 2 is Bram Stoker's Dracula Mist Multi-Ball. What the hell is that? So
it's my mist ball.
It's my mist ball.
It's my mist ball.
All right. So Misty over here it's a ball that it's got a magnet under it on a road on a track. And it drags the magnet, and while it does, your ball looks like it's being controlled by Dracula.
Goes from one side of the playfield to the other side of the playfield.
And it hides. It's hidden.
Yeah.
And it streams out. Yep. And it hides again. And you've got to hit that ball to get your multi-ball.
Yep. Which is fantastic.
That's one of the best visuals in pinball.
Oh, I think so too, because it's another one of those shocking things. And I don't give a I mean, I don't own one, so maybe get old, but every time I've played BSD, I just freaking love that son of a bitch every time it comes out.
The call-outs are the best.
Yeah.
The music are the best.
I'm just talking about Mist. Every time I see it, it doesn't get old. I'm just like, okay, there it is.
Never gets
old. I'm just like, there it is again. It's just like the Shadow does the same thing to me. I'm like, there it is again.
Every time.
Yeah,
I love it.
Freaking fantastic use.
So everybody knows what number 1 is by now.
I don't know if they do.
Seance. It's the Addams Family, the Power.
Yeah.
The Power, the 3 magnet cores under the playfield that during multi-ball or during, I think it's Seance, something, one of the modes, the balls are just, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
They could stop in their damn tracks and jump over to the right, straight back up.
Yeah. And it was pretty revolutionary at the time, because, I mean, magnets were used.
Well, it is so much that Dialed In and Houdini have them very similarly.
Yeah. So. And it's fun. It's another one of those things that changes the game. It fits the theme. It fits the modes. Everything that they use them for is fantastic. It's very unexpected, and just depending on where your ball rolls over and what happens, of how it's going to affect it. It's another randomness that fits pinball.
I think Pat Lawler loves magnets.
Oh, I love Pat Lawler.
I do too.
There we agreed twice in one video.
Dude, this is scary. But I'm kind of hungover, so.
Yeah, he had 2 beers again.
O'Doul's. Thank you. Thank you. So, Dialed In does it. Pat Lawler.
Yeah.
And Houdini as well.
Yeah.
Has the seance under it. So, I like even Addams Family has the thing magnet. He grabs it.
Which is nice, but it's a magnet. It's just grabbing
And
a ball.
dialed in. God, I want one so bad. It has 5 magnets. It's got the 3 under. It's got the one over by the
Quantum Theater.
It's got the one in the Quantum Theater, and then it has one with the drones.
Yeah.
Yeah, just randomly.
Yep. Throws it up. Yeah, that's again. God,
Dialed in is everything.
beating a dead horse with how freaking awesome that game is, but you can't not talk
Let's
about
get
it.
one.
We got to.
You want to?
Just play the hell out of it.
Just want to split one?
Yeah, I told you I'd split a game with you, and we'll
Go
try it back and
halvesies?
forth. Yeah, I'll go halvesy with it.
Halvesy? I would never go $4,500 halvesies into anything. That's crazy.
Really? I was dead serious. I'd
I
split one
wasn't.
with you. You keep it for
I want it all to myself.
you keep it for 2 or 3 months. I'll keep it for 2 or 3 months.
Do you guys do that? Do you guys have any buddies that you go halvesies on the games with?
I'd go halvesy.
I can see going halvesies on a game, but not a $9,000 game.
Well, we're gonna go halvesies then on now.
I'm not pro.
Oh.
Walking Dead Pro. That's been routed. That we can get for
You're getting cheap on me, Mr. Moneybags over here running through the games, and then when it comes to halvesies,
She'll go,
we gotta get a routed turd.
I've got a Xenon right now. You want halvesies on a Xenon?
Sorry.
All right, guys, that's our top 10 list. We were going to do a bottom 3 like we always do, but there's really only one that stood out to us magnet-wise that just sucks. And that's on World Cup Soccer. It has its own flavor. Poor John Papaduke. He has some cool magnets in games. Circus Voltaire, Totem, cool stuff. I'll give him that. But the worst is trying to save the damn ball. At the end of the flipper, there's like a magnet cord, and you have to hit the button. It doesn't work. It sucks.
And all the other magnets, I mean, they're just magnets. You can't really rip them just because like Thing, how it just picks the ball up and does everything. You can't get mad about those.
I mean, you got Iron Man, the Monger, or the Whiplash. It kind of just those are just normal use. We do have some honorable mentions. Honorable mentions being Circus Voltaire Ringmaster is really cool. How it bobbles up on top of his head. NASCAR. You guys,
like
if you guys want an underrated game, NASCAR's it. The theme itself kind of blows unless you're into NASCAR.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not into it, but I watch it.
Pretty sure you have a Rusty Wallace shirt. You've got a Dale Earnhardt poster. You have a Dale Earnhardt Jr. stand-up in your office.
I have absolutely no NASCAR memorabilia.
And if I went through the Lundy's drawer, I bet you got some Joey Logano thongs.
The only memorabilia I have is movies and Chicago Bears.
The Bears.
The Bears.
The Bears suck, man.
Bears.
The Bears suck.
I love
Colts. Colts is where it's at.
Oh, jeez. No, I can't even make that
That's
comment.
exactly. Look, Mr. Neutral over here. I don't want to offend anybody.
There's 2 kinds of fans that you want to stay away from this area.
Shit,
It's Colts fans and UK fans.
I'll
Those are the
agree
2
with you.
fans you want to stay away from.
I agree with the Kentucky fans. You got to stay away from.
Both of them. Blue and white.
You can go to a Colts game with me, buddy.
Yeah, I'll go. They play the Bears. They don't play the Bears.
That should be fun. That should be fun. All right. Yeah, they did. It was the Super Bowl,
preseason.
right?
Well, no, they played
What
preseason a
happened
few
in
games ago, too.
At the Super Bowl, I think they played, right?
Hell, I don't know.
Remember that?
Which
Yeah,
one?
Colts one. Okay. And then Star Trek, Star Trek ball lock. That's kind of cool.
Nice.
The magnet holds it, and then you've got to dislodge it by hitting that magnet to get your third multi or third.
Well, really, I
multi-ball.
love the game, but Lost World's pretty cool too, man. Comes flying around the orbits, and it's got an under the playfield Actually, it's got a magnet up top that will stop the ball mid-orbit on you and divert it down the inner orbit, and then any orbit you come around, if you do a ball lock, it comes winging around and stops dead on the playfield. Then the snagger comes down with its magnet, picks the ball up, and drops it. But
Is
it
that
stops
code
dead
for snagger?
It's snag because that's the way it comes down. It comes out of the back of the Humvee and picks it up and dumps it. But it stops it dead in the middle of the play. It's like shoot because you're used to
stop
whipping
what
around.
we're doing and review
boom.
that game. How about that? And then the last honorable mention
It's a cool
is
magnet.
The Hobbit. The Hobbit's really cool just because it's very functional. So it's got 2 magnets in the back of the orbit you can't really see, but the one of them has a little hidey hole, and the magnet locks. So it locks the ball on the magnet, and then it lets it go, and it goes into a hole where you can add a ball during your next mode.
Yeah,
Very functional.
I guess so. Lost World.
All right, have a good one, guys. This is Zach and Greg from Straight Down the Middle. Check out the other SDTM videos as well as subscribing to our YouTube.
Yep.
As well
liking
as
us on Facebook.
Facebook, we got to get that Facebook going.
Yep. We still have a few shirts left that you guys can order that we had.
Yeah, order some shirts.
Yeah.
And are you going to Pinburger probably already be by the time we list this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
hopefully you guys saw this cat at replay. You know, he's flaky. He won't even show up.
Yeah, I'll show up.
Yeah, we'll see.
I already got my hotel booked.
That doesn't mean you can't cancel.
Well, this is true.
All right, see you guys.
You hit it off with the bumper, now you're straight down the middle again. You had a fling with a slingshot, you're rolling out the alley again.
Yeah, I really do. It's an old school game.
It's pretty.
All right, guys, this is Zach and Greg. Were you ready?
Nope.
Nope. We'll start over. Or should we?
Oh, yeah, no.
Well,
Let's
we're
keep
good.
going. Yeah, we're good.
We don't want to edit.
No.
Let's do it. Let's edit.
Time consuming.
Okay. Gigi, baby.
Oh, we're not still going?
No, we're not.
Oh.
Come here.
Sit down!
I'm gonna put her in the video. Come here.
No, fuck that shit. People don't want to see a nasty little dog.
Why not?
Fuck that little dog. Get out of here, you stink.
Oh.
She's been in the swimming pool and everything else. Get out of here.
Love Gigi.
Nasty little shit.
You're so mean to your kids.